Hi guys, it's Kate from The Incredible Canine. Today I want to talk a little bit about socialization and the process that occurs here. The first step is to observe the dog's behaviors on leash. I need to see what they want to do when they see other dogs, when they're around other dogs. Here, Lucy, the Rhodesian Ridgeback, is doing a great job at just coexisting with Yahtzee, the Rottweiler. As long as I'm comfortable with her behaviors, then I can drop the leash and she can drag it. So now Lucy, the Rhodesian Ridgeback, is just dragging the leash, but what's great is that she's still just coexisting. She's not trying to run over there and tackle Yahtzee. So then the last step would be that she's off leash. I trust her and her decisions, and she is behaving appropriately. Here we have Zoe, a black lab puppy, who's pretty excited about seeing other dogs, and I do feel comfortable though to drop her leash. She is curious about seeing the other dogs, but she's still being respectful. So here she walks over to Yahtzee and they sniff at each other, and Yahtzee will disengage here and Zoe does as well, which is awesome. Here's an example with Ginger, the poodle. Yahtzee is smelling her, but still being very respectful of space, not being too pushy about it. And then Yahtzee disengages. They're smelling at the ground, which is considered a negotiation signal or a calming signal. And then Ginger is smelling Yahtzee in return, but still being very polite. And then she also disengages from Yahtzee, which is perfect. Now Ginger is ready to help us out with the next dog. We have Hallie, who is a 1-year-old German Shepherd who has not been around a lot of dogs, so she's still dragging her leash just in case I need to pick that up to help guide her out of certain social situations, but she's doing a good job here of disengaging from the other dogs, and she's being very polite and respectful of space. Here Yahtzee is with Lizzie, who is another puppy who's doing a lot of this puppy licking. We just have to make sure that she'll disengage, and she does, which is great. Here's an example of a little puppy named Lady who is getting too excited about seeing the other dogs. It's not a bad thing. She's just young and excited, but here's an example of when I drop the leash and a dog just gets too excited. So what I would have to do here is go pick up that leash again and then help her exist in a more calm state of mind around the other dogs before I drop the leash again. Here's an example with Fenway, a yellow lab, who is being a little excessive or obsessive about his sniffing of Crash, the golden retriever. Crash initiates a little play, and they do settle down here just because I walk toward them, which is great. That is still very respectful of the two dogs. But you can see Fenway, the yellow lab, just continues to follow Crash. And we need to help him understand to disengage from the other dogs, not just follow them constantly. So he's still a very polite dog. I just wanted to put him back on leash for a couple social sessions, and here's one of them, just to help him understand when to move away from another dog so that he's just not always following them. Rio, that little Boston Terrier, jumped up on Yahtzee, and not every dog likes that, so we just need to help Rio understand not to jump up on every dog if it's not reciprocated. The dogs are doing a great job of coexisting here in the yard. They interact, but they don't get too crazy, which is perfect. Here, Emery, the little puppy, goes over to Yahtzee, and Yahtzee sniffs her, but it's still very polite. It's not too pushy, and then Yahtzee disengages. Now the two puppies are interested in each other, but they disengage from that as well, and everyone just coexists. Back to the little puppy lady. Here she's playing with Hallie again, and I settle them down. So what's awesome about this is that both Lady and Hallie are being respectful of me when I address their adrenalized behavior, and they settle down, which is perfect. That means that it's okay for Lady to be off leash because she's being respectful of what I expect of her. Here we have Yahtzee back in the yard with Lucy, the Rhodesian Ridgeback. Lucy chases Yahtzee, Yahtzee chases Lucy. This is very reciprocated play, so it's higher in energy, but both dogs are behaving in a similar way. It starts to get a little mouthy here, but I'm still just observing what they're doing because it's still reciprocated. But there it gets a little rough, so I address them. That shake means that they're coming down off of adrenaline, and now they just continue to coexist in the yard, which is perfect. Yahtzee follows Lucy a little bit. I just need to make sure she'll disengage. And she does. So now they can continue to hang out. I don't mind if they play again. If it gets too rough, I can always address it. Both dogs are being respectful of my expectations. And we will end here with a bunch of puppies playing. We have Zoe, Lizzie, and Kit. And they're having a great time together, but they're also very respectful when I expect them to settle down. So we will end with that. I hope you enjoyed this video and have an incredible day. Bye.